Hey guys, welcome back. It's Matt here, and sorry I'm a little bit late to the game. I actually just had my graduation ceremony yesterday, so really proud of that. If you want to go ahead and like my Instagram photos or anything, you can go check me out on Instagram. So I actually have some great apps lined up for this month. So the first one up is going to be a wallpaper app because I really do love a nice looking wallpaper. So this one here is called MiniWall, and the app interface is super clean. There's a dark mode as well as a light mode, but there's tons of vector graphic style minimal wallpapers in here. And I just really like the way they look. I really like this Pikachu one up at the top here. And there is a bunch of different categories in which you can choose from. There's abstract, AMOLED, animals and birds, and all of these are just graphics. There's no actual photos inside this app. So if you do like those sort of real picture looking wallpapers, you're not going to find that here, but I really appreciate all the vivid, punchy colors, and they are super high quality. So if you want a great wallpaper app, MiniWalls is definitely the one you want to check out. So app number 2 is called Koler. This is a dialer app which has a bunch of built-in customization features which allow you to tweak the app to your liking. And then up here in the 3-dot menu, you can go ahead and customize the interface. You can choose between different dark modes. You can change your default page as well as your dial pad click tone. So every time you click a number, you can actually have it have a different sound. There's also the option to choose between a compact mode or a more spaced out mode. You can change the accent colors. There is a lot you can do in here. You can even turn on and off various animations to make the dialer app look a little bit nicer. But if you're just tired of that bog standard dialer app, then you might want to check out Koler. App number 3 is to do with time zones. I'm currently the director of marketing for Incorp China, and we work across different regions. Obviously, we work in China, the US, the UK, and so keeping track of the time zones and when we're having our calls can be kind of tricky. So I use this app here called Zonely. It allows me to go in and add various cities throughout the world, and it's going to keep track of our time zones. So whenever I want to set a meeting, say London time for 5 p.m., I go ahead and swipe along until it says 5 p.m. And then below, you can see the time in Miami is noon, and in Shanghai, it's actually midnight. So I personally find it a really great way of figuring out the best time suitable for everyone according to their time zone. So really minimal app, but actually very useful. App number 4 on the list is ViMusic. If you're looking for a really great free music player app, then this is definitely something you're going to want to check out. This is basically YouTube music, but it has a skin on top to make it look a little bit more like a standard media player rather than just the YouTube Music app, which I personally don't like very much. Inside the app, it's super simple. You can view your playlist here. You can search up at the top. So if you want to find some new music, go ahead and search for it, and you can sort by the song, the album, the artist, and if you do want to access the video, you can also search for that as well. But basically, yeah, it's just a free music player app, which also has quite a few customization settings. So, if you jump into the settings, you can change the appearance a little bit, and you can also make a backup of all of the playlists and things you have saved. So yeah, super sweet app. It's not in the Play Store, but I will leave a link down below. App number 5 is Formulia. This is actually filled with various tips for math, physics, chemistry, any sort of science. This is going to be very helpful. So inside of this app, you can actually learn intermediate or advanced maths. You can actually learn about algebra, geometry, trigonometry, differential calculus, and then you also have advanced physics. So you can look at mechanics, fluid mechanics, waves, thermodynamics. There is a lot packed into here, and it's going to teach you pretty much everything you need to know. So if you're studying something like this, this app is really, really handy. You also have a math calculator built in here, as well as all the universal constants, Greek alphabet, periodic tables. So you can actually jump in there, actually view the whole periodic table in there, and view all the various information about each element. There's also a section to actually convert units. So if you want to convert various units, you can go do that inside this app. But I honestly really like this app, super helpful if you're studying any of the sciences. Go ahead and check it out. App number 6 is Raise to Answer. I don't know about you guys, but it rains a lot here, and whenever you get rain droplets on your screen, it kind of prevents you from swiping properly. And I actually miss a bunch of calls because of that, just because my hands are wet or it's raining outside. And so this app is called Raise to Answer. And basically it goes ahead and answers any incoming calls by simply raising your phone up to your ears. So inside here, you can toggle on the feature which answers the call when you put your phone to your ear. You can also turn on answer at any angle. So if you're answering kind of, squint, or if you're leaning between your shoulder and your ear, it might not detect it. So you might want to switch that on. You also have the ability to decline calls by putting your phone face down as well. But really, it's a simple app, but super helpful. Up next is app number 7, which is WaveUp. This allows you to simply wave your hand over your device, and it's going to go ahead and turn on your display. So jumping into the app, you can enable it at the top here, and then you can actually choose how many waves you have to do in order to wake up the display. So right now I've only got it set to 1 just because it's super easy. However, this can trigger false wake. So, you know, if you don't want your battery to drain, you might want to go ahead and set it to 2. That just means you have to kind of wave your hand twice over your phone. But really, this is cool. If your phone's on the desk and you don't want to touch the screen, or if your hand's kind of full, you can just kind of wave your arm over your phone. It's going to wake up and you can see all your notifications, the time, whatever it may be. Just a super nice, simple app. App number 8 is Appy Weather. I really do love a good weather app, and this one here is very clean and also uses the API from Dark Sky. So if you miss Dark Sky being on Android, you can check out this weather app and it kind of has a similar feel to it. Jumping into it, you're greeted with the current temperature, the hourly forecast. You can view later on what the forecast is going to be, as well as the sunset time. At the bottom right here, there's a floating button, and when you click that, it opens up a precipitation map. So you can actually go ahead and view a map of wherever you are and actually see live the weather coming in. So the clouds and the rain and everything. And you can view that for up to 6 hours ahead in time. So, you know, if you want to know whether there's going to be clouds or rain over a specific region, this can be really, really handy. Inside of the settings of this app, there is a fair amount of options to customize the app. You can change the weather source, which I have set to Dark Sky. You can change your units, your appearance, as well as your actual interface. So you can change the layout density, the various tabs, and the actual landing page as well. So, you know, for a weather app, there's actually a fair amount of customization. And yeah, it just gives me Dark Sky kind of vibes. I miss it a lot, so I really like this weather app. App number 9 on the list is this one here called Speaker. It's a third-party app, but I will leave a link down below. I use this app all the time for whenever I connect to a Bluetooth speaker or whenever I get in my car. This app allows my phone to automatically play back my media without me swiping around on my phone and clicking the play button. So, you know, if you have a car which doesn't have the play toggle buttons on the steering wheel or anything like that, this app will automatically play your music whenever you get into that car. And you can actually choose specifically the Bluetooth device you want to trigger this. So, you know, when you connect to your Bluetooth speaker, it's not going to play music blasting out loud in your room. It might only play when you get in your car. So it does have that feature built in, which is really nice because I wouldn't want music to randomly play every time I connect to something Bluetooth. But yeah, there's a few little toggles in here to choose like the background noise and the volume set, but I think this is a really great app. The last app on the list is Super 16, and I really like this app as a filmmaker and photographer. I really love that vintage look you get from film cameras. And so you can actually emulate that using this Super 16 app straight on your smartphone. So it's a free app. When you open it up, you get this sort of old looking viewfinder. You can choose between all these different filters, all these different looks. And I like the way the colors look. They are very bold and you can sort of change the hue, and it just has a different look to straight out your camera app that I really like. I really like using this app on trips. It just gives you a really nostalgic, kind of old fashioned vibe that I personally really like. So if you're looking for that yourself and you want to take some sort of vintage photos or videos, Super 16 is a great app you can check out for free. So I'll leave a link down below for all of these apps, but they are my top 10. I personally think this is one of the best top 10s I've done in a while. I searched super hard for all of these apps. Like for real, I spent a lot of time. So I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe as well as turn on that bell icon and slam that thumbs up button. It really would help me out. And if you have any other apps or suggestions, leave it down below in the comments. And if you want, you can go check out my Instagram page. I recently posted my graduation photos on there. So I had my graduation ceremony like a couple days ago. Super proud of that. I'm now a computing graduate. I have my bachelor's degree. So yeah, it felt really nice, really great to receive that award. So if you guys want to go ahead and like my profile, you can go ahead and do that. And you know what? I might give away some promo codes to some of you who do that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.